Hello, this is Vance, and this is Thursday, November the 20th, 2014. I've been away for a while, haven't I? Well, I'll have to explain that to you in another video, but what I wanted to show you here is here's a trade that I'm in. I've been trading. Here's a trade that I'm in. It's I had 3 contracts on. I entered at 75.20, and you can see price moved up, moved back, and I'm still managing managing this runner here. So anyway, that's just something to kind of look at as far as where the price is going. Now, where do I think price is heading? I mean, we've had over the last couple of weeks, I guess I'm going to have to kind of do a real big update in reference to where things have been heading and so forth and what's been going on. By way of explanation, I've had some personal issues that I've taken care of. I've got a piece of real estate that I'm selling, and that was really taking up a lot of my time. It came up pretty rapidly, but more importantly, I had some family issues that I needed to take care of. There was problems in their family, so I had to take care of those, and I'm still in the process of doing that. But I thought I'd better kind of get back on here relatively soon because this has been a couple of weeks since I was last on here, and got my short lessons that I've been doing, and people have been emailing me, and I haven't had a chance to respond to a lot of it because of how busy I've been. But I wanted to show this one, and the reason I wanted to show this particular trade is because this is from this was the overnight. This is yesterday's overnight previous high from yesterday at 75.42, and as a result, this was in the morning session. Prices pulled back down, and you can see that we had this double bottom here. We had this channel. Price broke through to a new low. Now, if you get in this area right here, it would have gotten your 15 ticks off. Pulls back again, and another opportunity to get in right here. Price moved up to this area. This is first move back, and so when it makes this new high right near where yesterday's high was, we had the first pullback, second pullback, a second entry long right at this area, and this is where I got in with this trade. So I've been in this trade now for just after 12:30. It's this quarter after 2 now. So I've got my stop. I laid it out here, approaching the $76 mark. Right now it's at 75.66. I had 45 ticks on this on my runner. My first 2 contracts were off at plus 15, and as a result, they came off really pretty quickly, like almost up very, very quickly. So as you see, my stop was down here below this bar right here, and you can see. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. So just get this up. Okay. Right down here, see, price came down here. Here's the first pullback, fails. Second pullback down to here. Now, it makes a new low. It comes up and closes almost at its high. And so this is a second entry long. First entry, second entry. Now, the other reason is that it's below this most recent price action. Now, the 15 ticks puts me right here at 75.05. So if you look at the 15 tick stop box, it's right on this bar. But I thought it was reasonable to get in at this price. Price pulled back, and then I had my stop above this, and it broke through enough room to get to these double tops, and then we're off from there. So this is why price has been moving. Price has been moving up. I'm thinking that this might be a measured move as well. So we've got this leg. So if we get this another leg, kind of a pullback here, and maybe a bit of a trap, and that maybe this is going to be exhaustion toward this area. But as you can see, it's made a new high, and now we've got some hesitation. Still trailing it by below these bars here. Actually, I could probably move it up to below this area, and I'll show you where what I mean by that. Like in this, let's say to 55, the 55 area, move it up 5 ticks. If I think price comes back down here, we might be turning back and failing. So if I moved up to here, trailing it below these this area right here is okay. We're quite a ways away from the EMA. You can see there's pretty much of a gap here, and we're only 15 minutes away from the close. So we've only got those 15 minutes to go. So whether or not we'll see how where it transpires. Price gets up to this area pretty quickly at the 84. It might pull it back, hold on maybe, because we've got a little bit of room here. But it's a nice little trade, 52 ticks on the single contract here, so $520 roughly. Depending right now, I've locked in 35 ticks, so it's good to kind of hang on to it from this perspective. You can see that I'll talk about this probably a little bit later. See how things go. So I have to ease into it. Lots to talk about, but. You can see the price kind of double bottom down here, as I mentioned earlier, and we see the overnight stuff. Let's see here. right to here. Trading the January contract now. That's where I am, trading the January contract. So you can see this is the overnight stuff. We had this move up from this morning, pulled back, and now we move up again. So you could even say that the measured move could very well be off this level right here. And we've had this first pullback. We've had maybe a pullback down to this area that maybe we'll get another move up to here. That could be the case. So that could be the measured move here. But as you can see, this is more the interim area. So we'll see how it works out. I'm happy with where I am at this point in time as far as the trade is concerned. So I'll just leave it the way it is for the time being. And might as well just leave it on for the next 15 minutes, see what happens up until the close. So I'll just kind of put this on mute. And if I need to edit something else, I'll let you know. Okay, as you can see, there's a double tops right. Well, this area is resistance here over the last little while from the last 10 minutes. You know, price is kind of like this is like a big doji right here. So you can see that price is having trouble breaking through this daily high. It came up and now it's pulled back, and now we're kind of bouncing along this area. There's a couple of ticks up. If price can get above here and hold, we'll probably go to a higher level. And so that's what it's really kind of breaking. So we're looking at the 95.77. It's trying to break through that area, and we might get a real bump up here. So I have to be kind of cautious about not keeping this too closely. So I can move this up to here. Now, naturally, there'll likely be some resistance at the $76 mark. So if it breaks through there, I'll just move it up to here, where the previous motion is. And I can move this one up to below, like 60. So I'm below here. So you can see that if it gets up here and holds, we're almost at this area, we might make an assault above this area. So we get another 25 ticks to go. So I'll leave it the way it is for the time being. See how prices kind of respond. If it holds up here, we're gonna have a pullback down to this area. But as I said, I've tightened my stop. I'm at 60. I'm at right at 60 right now, and so I'm trailing this by 22 ticks. And you can see that price is moving its way up. So just leave it the way it is. And now you can see we're near the top of this channel right here. We've kind of hold, so I can move this up a little bit more. I can move it to 65. We're at 84, kind of bumping it up here, so I would probably move it up to 70. And yeah, so we're roughly 15 ticks behind off of this one, and you can see that price is kind of punching up here through there. So we'll probably make an assault on 76. It looks like that's leaning in that direction, and go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to 10. If it bunches through, it might punch through by 10 ticks. Now we're getting close to 23 minutes after 2. Another 7 minutes to the close, for the pit close. Typically, you'll see a rush of orders come near that. So maybe that rush of orders just before the close might drive price down and take my stop out. But the reverse might be true as well. As we get closer to the close, we might get a rush of orders coming, buy orders coming in, which will push price above $76 mark. That could very well be the case as well. But really right now is based on this measured move. We're pretty much at the exhaustion of both moves here, and certainly of this move, from this move up here and to right here. So we're pretty close to that. And if it comes back down and takes me out, it wouldn't be a surprise because we're kind of extended on that move. But that's why I've got it at 75. I'll just leave it there for the time being. It may be too tight. It might come back and get taken out. But I'm kind of looking from the outside from this way. So I'm trying to look at squeezing in an extra 35, roughly 35 ticks from the $75 mark, or from the 75 cent mark. So doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like I'm going to get taken out at 75. So I'll just wait and see if that's going to be the case. Okay, that's what happened. So I got taken out there at 75.75. Look at see how price responds to that area. We'll see that. Well, I have it on my chart here, of course, but wasn't a bad trade. I mean, it was a nice little trade that I got in here, and it's. Anytime you get like 60 ticks on a runner, my entry price was 75.20, and so it was out at 75.75. So it's 55 ticks. That was 55 ticks on that runner. So that's a pretty nice little trade. $550 minus commission on that runner, and as I said, it was a nice, decent trade on a nice, decent move. So that's it for now. This is Vance. If you have any questions. All right, as I said, this is Vance. If you have any questions, please let me know. I should be back more regularly now. most of the stuff is out. I still might have some intermittent problems because of I won't be around as much because I said I've got a lot of things a lot of stuff is happening right at the moment in my life. But I'm still trading. I can't have time. I don't have as much time to dedicate to keeping updated the YouTube channel and the teaching lessons and all that other stuff. But certainly, I can foresee a time in the not too distant future, within the next week or two, where I can kind of focus more on that. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll try to get some stuff on the weekend. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye for now.